So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how do the most popular YouTubers make so much money. That dollar bill.
6 grand. And I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "That covers rent and, like, shit, we got to dinner and daddy's paying."
Yeah.
And then, like, the next month, it was, like, 16 grand. And I was like, "Wait a minute." I was like, 16 times 12, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then the next month, it was, like, 60 grand.
So if you're looking at all the bigger influencers, I'm going to break down exactly how they make millions and thousands of dollars. If you don't know who I am yet, my name is Peter, and I've been helping you become a better content creator. And as the side, I have also working with big influencers and organizations to help them make content. And one of the good things of when it comes to editing for influencers, for the most part, I get to see their back end. What that means is I get to see their YouTube analytics and talk about how much AdSense they make as their primary source of income. So when it comes to making money on YouTube, and YouTubers are always about, hey, how much money you make, you need to understand the history of what AdSense is to begin with. So when it comes to when YouTubers get their first $100 or their 200, their first $1,000, you need to understand that it's not actually YouTube paying them. How YouTube works as a business is similar to what AdWords and understanding advertisement. It's actually advertisers are giving YouTube money so people can put ads on their videos. So it's not actually YouTube paying them. It's actually the advertisers that are paying YouTube, but then YouTube pays the creator. So the creator is essentially a placeholder where these ads can be placed on. So, for example, I'm a business, I run a coffee shop. I want to start advertising and putting my YouTube ads on a specific popular creator, or I just want to put these ads everywhere. Depending on the niche that I go for, I'm going to say I want to bid, let's say, $10 average for every 1,000 impressions that I get on a YouTube video. What then happens is, let's say there's an average of $8. So I'm paying $8 for every 1,000 views that my ad, not my video, my ad gets. From then, that $8 is then transferred over to YouTube. YouTube gets that first check, and then they get 45% of that, and I get 55% of that. Then I get the split of that. So what happens is the advertiser, right, pays YouTube, and then YouTube pays me. So when it comes to making money on YouTube, it all comes to two specific three-letter key abbreviations that you need to know. That is CPM, cost per milli, and then your RPM. Your CPM is your average ad rates that advertisers put on your videos, and then your RPM is your actual revenue per thousand. So the average RPM for your basic creator is $2 to $5. But if you're in specific niches, I'll talk about this in a future video where you can make lots of money. That is anywhere from $10 to $20 to $30 per 1,000 views because of the specific niche that advertisers are paying a lot more and they're bidding a lot more. So when it comes to making money on YouTube, the most popular way is through AdSense, exact theory that I just talked about. So to understand and break down, let's say someone like Casey Neistat, they're pulling in 10 million views per, month. Let's break that down. 10 million views is, all you got to do is you take out a calculator. That person pulls in 10 million views. 10 million views divided by 1,000, 10,000. So let's say their RPM is $6.50. So 10,000 times the so you're looking at 10 million views, you're looking at anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 a month, right? So anywhere from $30,000 to $65,000 just based on people viewing your videos, and that little lovely ad comes up, or the non-skippable ads pay you even more. And that is how those big popular YouTubers make that amount of money, because there's a lot of impressions and a lot of people, those advertisers, hey, like, hey, that video is popping. I want my ad on that video. YouTube pushes the algorithm, and there you go. The creator gets anywhere of 5 to even 6 figures a month from 10 million views. The second way of how YouTubers make money is through products or services, which is why in the marketing scene, you see a lot of people pushing courses like myself, because YouTube itself, for you to get that amount of money, you need to focus on clout. You need to focus on producing videos, because videos becomes your product. And if you are part of the video, you yourself become the product. But to get clout and constantly rely on an algorithm for millions of views, which may or may not equate to millions of dollars, you rely on things like selling your information or a certain specific type of course. For example, in the link below, I'm going to teach you how to become a freelancer. I'm going to teach you how to video edit, or I might even show you how to use the best camera settings so you can get the best quality out of that. And that is a digital product. So if people buy that, I don't always have to rely on getting X amount of views for X amount of, for example, my channel might just get shut down or something might happen with the algorithm. Some months pay more than other months, which is why having a digital product is much more reliant. So if you go around and look at YouTube channels, hey, that channel is only has 1,000 subscribers, they don't have that much views. But what you don't know is they have a course that brings in 10 to 300x the amount of AdSense they could ever, get from YouTube. So having another thing and using social media and YouTube as your traffic source so you can push to anything that you want, that is even more powerful than just relying on AdSense alone. Another way of this is selling products. For example, hey, you watch my video, you want to support me, click in the link below. You can buy my t-shirt, my merch, any sort of things. That is another source of revenue. If you can see where I'm getting at, you use YouTube and views to a way where you yourself, you are the consumer. What can I sell to you? Instead of having an annoying ad pop up, I can also be like, hey, you want to be part of the community? Hey, should I start a Patreon? Crowdsource and crowdfunding is another avenue stream that you can look into your YouTube. YouTube is becoming more and more of a business. If you start looking at YouTube as a business and as well as entertainment, you have a lot of revenue streams and sources from your YouTube channel alone. You look at your YouTube channel, 1, there is AdSense. 2, there is products and services. And 3, you can have things like channel memberships or crowdsource and funding. So when it comes to being a YouTuber, if you just want to rely on entertainment and get millions of views, then yes, right? Get AdSense. You focus yourself a lot more on money, a lot more on views and clout. You're constantly chasing clout for impressions. Then you may get that certain, clout that comes with it if you're lucky, right? Not everyone can make $10,000 to $30,000 on a specific niche, especially if you don't have the skills and experience as a YouTuber, right? It takes so many skills and knowledge as well as the specific topic. And if you can reverse engineer that, go ahead and try that. But you're much better off thinking about what is it that you want to talk about, you're passionate about, and how can you sell yourself. YouTube is changing. It is always changing. Content is evolving where anybody can make money now on the internet if you have a specific way and strategy that you want to approach certain things. Which is why in the next video, I'm going to talk about how I try to be a full-time influencer, content creator. I failed, but I learned a lot along the way. So if you guys want to get started on YouTube, getting your first 1,000 subscribers, get that 4,000 hours of watch time, there's YouTube Shorts now, and that's coming next year. Understanding that online money is going to change the way that you see things. You have to slowly understand, hey, this is how it comes from. Maybe I can start selling this. But the biggest caveat out of everything is that you can't always come from a place of money, right? Some people, hey, if you're just a business, I'm going to get my foot in the door, make X amount of money on YouTube and exit. Some people do that. But for me, content creation and storytelling always holds such a personal and sentimental piece of who I am. So I'm always about doing this for the long term, right? And eventually down the road, creating YouTube full time, that sounds like quite the lifestyle and the world that we live in. But at the same time, it's not for everyone. If you watch this far and you want to get serious about content creation, freelancing, video editing, and content creator tips, link is in the description below. Check that out. Help me help you. And you also talk to me one-on-one, book a coaching session where I help you decide with your content strategy decisions and help you lay out your plan. My name is Peter. You're watching Broken Vision Collective, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something.